Bound here, welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 4 of my Morghur campaign. Last time we snuck into the forest of Ardennes, sneaking past Marienburg in, frankly, a stunning display of stealth. But now we're in Bretonnia, and it looks like Bretonnia have already spread quite successfully actually. So we do need to get into Castle Artois. I could potentially hit this settlement here. Now they do have a few units of mounted yeomen that could prove problematic. But their infantry is garbage. So the mounted yeomen are basically the only good thing they've got. And I feel I kind of feel like we could. I'm going to pick up a couple of units of Bray-herd. So these are infantry with dual weapons, which means they've got quite high melee attack and weapon strength, but quite low melee defense and low armor and no shield. So quite easily picked off. But if we can use our Bray-herd, in fact, do I maybe want to get rid of some of these? No, I'm going to keep the spears. Just may as well. No reason not to. Maybe I want to grab just another Morghur though. Let's do that. Let's go with that. That seems sensible to me. So hopefully we won't get spotted by the Bretonnians, and hopefully they won't declare war on us right away. Looks like they've recruited some more units, so I probably won't hit them right away. But we can sneak into Castle Artois over there, and oh, where are you off to? And start off the quest for the Herdstone of Zinch, which I'm not sure what it does. I've not done one of these Herdstone quests before, so I'm very interested to find out. If it's good, we can go and get the Nurgle one next. We also need to kill some greenskins. But, you know, that'll maybe have to wait. So, Morghur. Maybe we want... Oh, well, yeah, no, okay, let's just sneak into the forest. I think that... Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. Let's do that. It's kind of a waste of a turn. Oh yeah, I wanted to, can we get another Bray Shaman? No, we can't. So it doesn't increase the amount of... So we need to get to top rank to be able to actually get another sodding Bray Shaman. Which is... It's a bit... well, oh, and the other thing I wanted to check was, what do we need for Khazrak? Unsated Bloodthirst. Ooh. So Khazrak. So we need to sacrifice 10 sets of captives after a battle to be able to get Khazrak the One-Eye. I mean, we've always got Morty in the back pocket just in case we do need him. But we don't need him at the moment. So we do need to kill some greenskins. So there's Grung Zint over there, but it's going to be difficult to get past Marienburg because their army looks pretty bloody terrifying. So let's just get Malagor in here as well. Set him up as a camp. I don't think I want him to do anything. I think I'm fairly happy with that. I think I'm going to save up for... If we get one more population, we can then grab the Den. Which can then lead on to us getting more Chaos Spawn, which I do kind of want. Mutalika has got a skill point. We're going to grab him. I'm going to grab him Deadly Blade. I think, yes, let's go for Deadly Blade. Just boost up his melee attack. Make him as dangerous as possible. So Malagor has gained the Ambusher trait. That's good. Because obviously anything to increase our ambush means... I think the ambush success chance and the chance to be spotted are two different things. Because I think the ambush success chance is your chance to ambush an enemy army that comes near you when you're in ambush stance, whereas you can be spotted just by anyone. But that kind of spotting calculation is... I don't think there's any way of finding it out. I don't think there's a way of finding out if you can be spotted. Oh, good. So we've got... oh, so we do have a beast herd here, and that actually looks pretty good. That looks alright, doesn't it? Looks fine. So I think what we might do... So, wait. Is it going I am in Castle Artois, though. Aren't I? Am I not? No. Nope, I didn't move far enough. Okay, well, you know what? Let's start off, and this may be a little bit brave, but I'm going to declare war on the Bretonnians. Let's encircle. And we're going to get our beast herd in here, so let's get Morghur as well. And we're going to tell... I mean, the beast herd should come and join us anyway, but we're going to get them to... Tell them to come join us. And then next turn we can attack. Right, that's... They do say never work with children or animals. Well, looks like the Skaven are dead. Okay. Fine. Ally mobilises against settlement. Yes. But you didn't, did you? Because you're not bloody... Oh, we got gifted musicians, apparently. A conclave of your generals has struck upon the notion of pressing popular musicians into... What? At what point do beastmen have... This has come as a shock, no shit, to the performers in question. I can imagine, but has proved an instant hit with the troops, has it? And they're marching harder than ever before. Eye movement range has increased. Good. Well, mate... Okay, faction destroyed, yep. Okay, guys, can you just scooch up? Morghur, can you come over here? Look, just... Yeah, you're not close enough, are you? How long does this arm... How do you have? Turns range 11? 11? Oh, okay, well, this time, guys, can you just... Come on. You can do this, guys. You can... Come on. Perfect. That's... I do find the war army mechanic clunky. Personally, I think particularly the greenskins would be better if you had if war was sort of like a global effect, and as you fought battles it increased, and as you hit certain points it decreased like upkeep, increased melee attack, weapon damage. So as you did better and better, your armies became stronger. That's basically what I think. The enemy within, nobles of the Empire, worship the ruinous powers, currying favour in the hopes of heretical boon. Should we allow these undeserving fools to court the attention of the Dark Gods, or should we put an end to their ignorant wants? Allow them to continue. They can worship the Chaos Gods or the like, but there is only ruin to be found in such a foolish course of action. Or kill them. They are not children of chaos. The uncloven ones must pay the price for their ignorance. Human blood must always be spilled. Bestial rage, but minus chaos corruption. You know what? Let's chaos corrupt the hell out of everything. That's what we're going to do. And now that our... no, ooh, we're actually causing attrition damage, so that's good. So now that we've actually got our army nearby, our Beast-herd army nearby, we will actually go and attack the settlement and raze it to the ground for the glory of, well, me. So obviously we're being backed up by our war army here, which means we've got lots of interesting new units. So let's have a quick look at those. So obviously we've got the Gore. Now we do have some Gore in our own army. So there's the Gores. You can see they've got big horns. Big horns. Big moves. Big burly there we go. So that's them. And we've also got the Centaurs. So these are like centaurs, but also Gores. So they're big burly men with that going on. So that's fun. We've also got the Cygor. So he is like a living artillery piece. So he lobs big rocks at people. Fairly accurately, actually, for having one eye. You'd think his depth perception would be appalling, but apparently he's actually not too bad at it, so that's nice. We've got a Manticore as well, so there's the Manticore. Fancy. And we've got some Minotaurs, finally. Obviously, we're not paying for them, because obviously they would be way too expensive. So there's the Minotaurs. Oh, I bloody love some Minotaurs. Look at them. That is, I mean... some dental work urgently required there, but otherwise looking pretty good. So the enemy army is, I think they've suffered attrition because Morghur has quite a lot of siege reduction time, so they've already taken attrition just from one turn. So the enemy army, Spearman at Arms is going to charge towards the Ungors, and then we're going to countercharge with the Gores. I mean, obviously, Bretonnian infantry is awful. So we're going to hit them with a pendulum. And basically turn quite a few Bretonnian peasants into a red mist. Over on the right flank, the Hounds of Pestilence and some Spearmen have hit the Mounted Yeoman. Mounted Yeoman, actually quite a nasty unit. The Cygor's been lobbing stones and killed 80 people already. The Centaurs with throwing axes are actually slightly slower than the Mounted Yeoman, so have managed to get caught. However, they should be okay, especially if they're being backed up by the Cygor and some archers. Most of the Bretonnian army has very, very quickly broken. Can't really blame them. We're taking a lot of friendly fire, but yeah, whatever. I mean, most of these units are obviously the war army, so who cares? Most of the enemy infantry now broken, and it's just a case of charging them down. Obviously, Beastmen battles usually pretty quick because we've got really high melee attack and weapon damage, and very low melee defense and armor. So you really need to do you do need to win the battle quickly, or you take too much damage. Took a little bit more damage than I really should have there, but I guess 300 casualties isn't actually that bad. We should be able to recover that quite quickly. We've got some cash and also a banner of rage. So that's going to increase melee attack, weapon damage. Oh, maybe that's going on the Chaos Spawn, isn't it? Definitely going on the Chaos Spawn. Very nice. And, I mean, 1,000 is not bad, but the Horde growth would be quite nice. So let's go for... We're going to raise and defile, I think. And we've got a Magister. And Florence Dubois is dead. So is Chilfoy. And Morghur, the Shadowgave, is a confident attacker. Confidence, the key to a successful battlefield action. So very true. And he's also a Slaughterer. Carnage and butchery itself are meat and drink to this one. Death on a grand scale provides their sustenance. Raise multiple settlements. Enemy siege holdout time -2. Also got a banner of rage as well, so that was quite nice. And can we... I don't think there's anyone near... So can we pop Malagor over here? Can we pop him over here? There we go. So we have completed the Heart of Tzeentch. Is that it? Maybe we'll get something next turn. Gauze and Roses, you have got a skill point. What? Oh, because you got the Mark of Tzeentch, which decreases charge bonus but increases winds of magic, enables magical attacks, gives you a bound spell. We can get the Mark of Nurgle. Okay. That'll give an extended duration. I quite like that. I quite like the Withering though, because the reduction in armour is quite good. So do I want to do that? Let's upgrade the pendulum, because I like swinging a pendulum at a whole bunch of people and watching them explode. It's just it's how I get my kicks. Okay, so we've got 2 skill points to spend, and I kind of feel like Slug Skin, because it does give. On the other hand, maybe I want to boost up our weapon damage a bit, because we could go for Fury of the Herd. It only increases it by 8 though. It's not an awful lot. Still good. Charge bonus, melee attack for Ungors. Charge bonus for cavalry. Freakish mutations, that increases melee attack for... Okay, let's go for... Yeah, Presence of Morslip. And then I think I'm going to go Fury of the Herd. Or do I go Freakish... No, I'm going to go Freakish Mutations. It's going to give more weapon or melee attack to our Chaos Spawn, which is going to help them hit their targets, which then helps them put that extreme amount of weapon damage out, which is good. Let's see if we get another quest for this. For this Herdstone of Tzeentch. So we found a great Herdstone found. So do we need to do anything more? Is that it? Okay. The Herdstone seems to be dedicated to the Lord of Change and emanates a strange power. Those sensitive for it feel a tingling in their spine and hear a faint laughter in their heads. The herd worship the stone for a night and a day until the laughter intensifies. Then suddenly some members of your tribe feel a sharp pain in their head. Their bodies collapse, convulsing in pain, and blood trickles out of their ears and noses. When the pain abruptly ends, their eyes seem keener than before. Gift of Reason increases research rate by plus 50%. I mean... it's pretty good. I was hoping there'd be a bit more to it, but I guess it's difficult to mod that in. Town of Beckland's been destroyed. And, yep, so we found the Great Herdstone there. So, I mean, we could then head southwards, maybe to grab the Great Herdstone of Nurgle. I mean, we could kill some greenskins along the way, which we need to do anyway. So that could be a thing. Maybe we want to head down to Montfort, so we could just wander down this way. To have met the Crooked Moon, and we could potentially do some raiding. It would give us some income. We don't really need the replenishment at the moment, and we could build something, but do we need to? I don't feel like we need to at the moment. So we could actually just do a little bit of light raiding. And I'm starting to get a little bit more confident. I'm starting to feel like we don't need to keep hiding all the time. I think we're okay there. So we can do a little bit of raiding, get some income. And we can move Malagor up to back us up. Malagor's got some skill points, because obviously he was the one that uncovered that Herdstone. Only seemed right. So let's get the Blessing of Evil. That's going to help with his upkeep. And then get Vile Tide. That means he's only going to cost us 354, which I think is about 50 gold less than he normally does. So that's pretty useful. Hopefully our Beast Herd will follow us up. So we're going to head towards Crockgar. So we're going to head into Tomb King territory, which is going to be interesting. Hello, Skarsnik. You want the non-aggression. We're going to work together then. That depends. Do you want to give me some money then? Fine, no stabby, we'll do it your way. Works for me. Now, the only problem is, if we head this direction, the wood elves are in the way. So, yeah. Okay, blood or flesh. The herd cries out for blood. You yourself can taste the coppery cool on your tongue. The only question remains is which uncloven ones, Empire or Bretonnia? Fine choices both. I mean, we've seen we're in Bretonnia. May as well do blood of Bretonnia. Your warriors crave the blood of Bretonnia. That seems fair enough. We'll do that. And, I mean, we could hit Montfort. Montfort's right here. The only problem is there is an army here, and it is in range to reinforce, but it doesn't look that dangerous. So I mean, we could wait a turn. I could hope for my beast herd to back me up, but on the other hand, I know what it's like. So maybe what I want to do is just move Morghur up, and we will hit Montfort. They're allies with Karak Ziflin. Although they're not really in range to back them up. But still. Maybe I don't want to do that then. We could head over here. We could head back towards the Empire. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head towards the Empire. I'm going to sneak past Montfort because I just don't think it's worth it. Really. And what I might do is send my beast herd after Eelheart, maybe? And use them as a diversion. That tends to be what I use them as, a diversion, basically. Because otherwise they just tend to bring stuff down on my head. Okay, maybe that was a bad idea. Okay, maybe, now hear me out here, maybe we want a nice sea voyage. So rather than go through the Reichland, and rather than going through the Wood Elf Forest, we want to just, you know, head along the coast. See some. We're going to do the scenic route. We're going to take the scenic route around the bad places. See, the problem with the beast hordes is that you can't rely on them to do what you want. Just like we saw at that Bretonnian settlement back. Oh, we got this one. That that one. Sometimes they just don't get close enough. Even though they could, they don't. And so it just leaves you in a really sort of difficult position where there have been times before where I've moved an army up thinking if the beast horde moves up and joins me, then the AI won't bother to attack because it knows I can out. But then it doesn't. So then the AI attacks me and I have to run away, or I tend to get caught by it. Anyway, it's just a pain in the arse. Anyway, so Now, I would quite like the horde growth. Casualty replenishment rate would be nice. Campaign movement range. I mean, that could potentially be quite useful if we want to move far and fast for 3 turns. Let's do that. Let's say no matter how far. So Metallica's got some more campaign sight. That's going to come in useful. No, they really want us to kill Karl Franz, but we're not going to because it's just mad. And we're going to head deeper into Bretonnia. We're going to change direction. And head over here instead. Maybe we can burn down some small villages along the way. That'd be quite nice. Metallica's got another skill point. We're going to pop that in. I think we're just going to keep going for Deadly Blade. Could get recruitment cost. I mean, oh, actually, the Vast Unending Warherd would be quite nice. Training. Let's go for Deadly Blade. More melee attack, more good, in my opinion. So we're just going to keep heading away from the big nasty, and I know for a fact there's going to be big nasty armies in front of us as well. We've kind of hit that point where everyone is way stronger than we are, and there's not much we can do about it. Hello, the Red Duke. You like blood, Khazra likes blood, talk. I mean, that's, you know, we've got something in common there. You want money? No. How about you give me some money? There is nothing as foolish as a mortal with a shred of power. I can show you true power. Can you, though? Okay, so we've got Grizzly Trophies. That's very nice. We're going to get the Hives of Pestilence next. The Gauls gather hives of pestilent corruption fostered by the Beast Lords as recruiting grounds for their... That sounds awful. Sounds legitimately terrifying. Okay, so Morghur, you are going to scooch down here. Past Aquitaine. What sort of holdout time would you have? I think we can tell. Right, well, let's set up a camp there. Now we could go for a bloodied lair. So that's going to reduce upkeep again. It is going to cost everything though. Basically everything but 95. Which is... yeah... Income from raiding. I mean, we could get the fire pit for Minotaurs. Minotaurs cost 511 each upkeep. And of course, the main problem with this is the Minotaurs with great weapons, I think, are one of the few anti-large units we have. I think I'm right in saying that. The Bestigors as well. So, yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to get the Den. It's only going to cost us 920. So that's barely anything. It's a steal. And then we're going to move Malagor up as well. And we're going to try and sneak into Astilia here. And then maybe just sail down across, land in the Tomb King territory. That probably is insanity. But we're going to give it a shot anyway. I could maybe hit Aquitaine. I just don't know if there's a big garrison in Bordeaux. Because if there is, that's going to be bad for us. A Grok Cracktooth, hello there. You not part of Kazrak's plan. We're going to work together then. A non-aggression pact. You guys... yes, if you give me some money. It's fine. There we go. Sorted. I am going to have to kill some greenskins, but... I mean, we're travelling away from them anyway, so that's fine. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We might be able to hit Brion. I mean, Malagor, if you... Can you just... Okay, there's a big army there. And they can relieve Aquitaine within a turn. Aquitaine's... I mean, that's not a big garrison, is it? We can potentially take that. Gauze and Roses does have another skill point. Let's put that in... Go with Enfeebling Foe. We could hit that in one turn and then fall back. Is that sensible? Do I like that plan? It's ballsy. I kind of feel like we have to be ballsy though, but on the other hand, we've got this because we've got the no matter how far, so we're going to start battle tired. Okay, we're just going to move up then. So can we do some? Let's do some raiding here. May as well. Malagor, do you want to get in on this raiding? Is that something you want to do? There we go. Good stuff. Now we can even move up a little bit further. That's going to bring us a little bit of cash. I mean, we might even be able to upgrade to the toxic grounds. I mean, not that... I mean, Chaos War... I mean, does Hounds of Pestilence count as Chaos War Hounds? I mean, that's kind of useful then, I guess. The Feral Manticore would be good, I suppose. I mean, a flying unit is good. It's quite tanky. It's got quite high melee attack and defense, lots of weapon damage, good charge bonus. So that could come in useful, but the Chaos Spawn are going to be the real bonus here. Because obviously at 125 upkeep, they are cheaper to upkeep than the Gore-herd. So we can have quite a few units of Chaos Spawn and just like throw them at the enemy. Just watch them mow their way through enemy infantry, which would be quite fun. So I think we might take on Brion, maybe. Might be able to hit that, unless it gets rid, because this is the Fey Enchantress's territory, so she might reinforce it, but if she doesn't, then that could be a good option. But it's going to have to wait until next turn. So, do I want to do that? Well, let's see what happens. I'm interested to see whether the Fey Enchantress will garrison Brion. Okay, so she's sending a damsel. Okay, there's no army. I think we've got a good chance of burning that settlement to the ground. Now that will of course mean we've got an enemy at our back. Well, mind you, we were already at war with them. So, I mean, that's kind of made the decision for me. May as well burn it down to the ground. I mean, it's not going to change anything. Okay, so let's get Malagor up here. He's going to move up. And then Morghur. Now, that does mean we are going to have to kick the gate in and kill everyone inside. They do have a lot of archers. That's going to sting. But I'm more than confident that we can use our Chaos Spawn to kick down the gate and then just murder everyone inside. Unfortunately, that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.